So now, Yani, General Theodore definitely will be having my back today as he gets to tell us what is happening on social media. And speaking of social media, make sure you tweet us at The Trend Live so we can get your feedback and also we can get to know what you guys are thinking about today's show. But also, most importantly, some of the questions you ask, we may just ask our amazing guests. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have someone who I've not had anyone call her this, but she definitely is a child prodigy because her talent, her the way she fills her room, her stage presence is off the charts. I'm talking about someone who's been getting awards left, right, and center. And the past weekend, Manze, she light up all of Nigeria. My friends in Nigeria were asking me, this girl is from Kenya, the way she can sing like this. And I was like, exactly. I'm talking about none other than the very talented and beautiful Nikita Kering.
Thank you so much. That was an amazing intro.
Ninoma.
Sana.
Do you know, unajua unabonga sheng?
Kidogo kidogo.
Unajua ni bougie kid nini.
Siseme.
But later on in the interview, I'm gonna show off some stuff that made me realize kumbe wewe ni mtoto very disciplined.
Really? Okay.
We'll find out in a short while. But before we do so, I want you to relax. You are an award-winning superstar. Feel at home. Chai inakuja.
Asante.
Inakuja somehow. You have won numerous awards.
Yes.
But before we get to what was then before, let's talk about now. A revelation of the African continent and also best female artist in Eastern Africa. People must understand Eastern Africa means Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, Somalia, you know, all that stuff. And if can we hold these awards?
Mzito. Oh my gosh.
Ini gold ya ukweli ama ni?
Imagine 23.9 karat gold.
So maisha ikikulemea unauza hii kitu.
Siwezi. Some things you can't.
So you know me, where I come from Central Kenya. So if you play with me, I'll just change to best male. Anyway, let me put it back for you there. I don't want you to umia again. But yeah. How does it feel winning those 2 awards?
It's crazy. It's just an honor, honestly, and it keeps showing me that like the work I'm doing is paying off. Yeah.
Do you feel like it gives you a lot of pressure to be able to achieve more as you go along? Yeah,
it definitely does, but I feel like the pressure that comes from myself is what I pay attention to the most, because that's what's gonna just gonna keep me motivated. Yeah. So really, it pressures me, but I'm just taking it at my pace. Let's
talk about the voice.
Yeah.
When did you realize that, hey, now I can sing? You know, a lot of people, for a lot of us artists, there's always a thing of people, you know, the older people, you know, at you know, meetings, at gatherings for family, they keep calling you up to sing.
That's very
But
true.
then you get at a point where you self-actualize and you're like, hey, wait, hold up, I'm actually good at this. Yeah. When did that road to Damascus moment happen for you?
It happened like when I was maybe around between 14 and 16, around there. I knew I could sing before that, but I realized that this is something very, very serious when I was, let's say, I was like 15, around there. And that's around the time I decided to now release Happy With You when I was 16. And yeah, that's where the journey started. Yeah.
How's it in school? Like, how did your schoolmates take it? Like, hey, this chick, man, is a superstar. For the teachers and everything, like, did it change anything about how they treated you?
Yeah, in both good and bad ways. Of course, you have the amazing people who are supporting you in school, but the people you can tell these are just, they don't.
Seriously, so you got like, Nikita, haters. You have haters.
Of course, everyone has haters.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So do you like go online and then you find people like trying to like hate on your talent?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say I don't care. I just really don't pay attention. Like, it's nothing that bothers me, honestly. Just like, you know what, there are more lovers than haters. So
what do you tell a young 15-year-old in Maralal, in Mombasa, who feels like, I probably need a break, I probably need to believe in myself more, and especially for the ladies who have to go through so much, you know, they think about their body, they think about, you know, what society thinks of them. What do you tell that young 15-year-old who, or 17-year-old who doesn't have the courage like you do?
Well, first of all, that everyone has some sort of beauty in them, and everybody has something that someone else can admire from them, and I think that just takes some self-actualization. But again, it also just takes confidence, you know. to step out. This is not easy at all, to step out and show people what you can do. It's not easy. So I just wanted to tell those people, just take that leap of faith, because you never know who's listening.
You also got lucky, and you're one of the, what we call the first class of Empower artists.
Yeah.
Have you met Mr. Easy or?
I was supposed to, but I didn't.
What
Sadly.
were you doing? Mokes, ama ni mtihani?
No, I wasn't. We just had some issues because, of course, I'm a minor, and there was just some things I had to sacrifice, and that being one of them. But I did get all the benefits of it in terms of the music video shooting, just getting to be part of the top 10, and receiving feedback from Kina, Mr. Easy, Diplo, and Ray guys. It's just amazing, honestly. So I really appreciate that. But also I realized there's so many sacrifices that I had to make, that I have to make. And I think it affects my parents more sometimes than it affects me, because I always believe that there's something much greater coming forth.
Speaking of your parents, I always see you with your parents, obviously because you're a minor, and they have to they have to walk around with you.
Stock me.
How's that love and support been from them? Like, I'm sure you owe them the world for
That's
just
true.
always standing with you. And
That's amazing, and not many people get that support from their parents, seriously. But my parents, I think they knew that this is something big. They knew that this is something that will take me far, and they've held my hand through it, and they've taken me through voice lessons. Especially my mom has taken me through voice lessons, taken me everywhere, and all I could just do is say thank you and do the best at what I'm doing. And I feel like that's the way to give back to them. So they sit back and they're like, oh, we didn't sacrifice all this for nothing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Do you feel there's a part of you as a kid that's been taken away? Are there certain things as a toy that you haven't done?
Not
like
haven't done, that I just don't do as much. Especially my friends, they get so annoyed. They're like, oh, Nikita, we want you, come over. And then I'm like, gosh, I have a meeting, I have an interview, I have this. Yeah, which is really sad sometimes, but I'm sure when I finally have my own free time and I have control over myself, I'm gonna plan myself in ways where I can give my social life sometimes. It suffered kidogo, but as I said, I make sacrifices, and I love what I'm doing. I'm so passionate about what I'm doing, so it's not suffering. It's just enduring. Yeah.
Any collabos that you're planning, especially after Afrimma? Definitely all of Africa is looking up to you. Like, hey, this chick from Kenya, manze, Nikita, love. You know, Nikita, there's an interesting series.
Yeah, I remember
Femme
the
Fatale.
series.
You know?
I remember La Femme Nikita.
La Femme Nikita, yeah. So you're a femme fatale. You don't come here to play.
No,
come and take everything.
Come to slay, you know?
Hey, come to slay. Sasa uko naona rada yako hivi imeshika. You see, I knew you know these things. You're just umekuwa kizinini, si ndio? Chini ya maji. Hapo uko tu BA. So collabos with people like Gwash, who are also coming through on interview later.
I feel like I can't expose too much, but I'm definitely really excited to work with other artists, because I feel like, you know, I like just no one is the best when they're alone. I feel like there's some inspiration that I gain from different artists here in Kenya, generally in Africa, and I can't wait to feed off some of their energy. So definitely some collabos will come through.
Nikita, speaking of collabos, I've seen you collabo with chickens.
Oh.
With jembes.
With ngombe.
Literally. Na ngombe, Nikita nataka ku-understand. Yani hiyo jembe vile.
No, okay, people, no, listen. People don't understand. People think I was trying to slay while I'm digging. No, my mom told me, listen. So we were digging, and we were actually farming. We were planting some managus in shags. Then my mom was like, you know, when you were kids, this is how we used to impress boys. Then she did this. And then they caught me on camera doing that. So everybody on social media just thinks I'm a slave.
But you nearly finished some kuku there. Karibu malize kuku ya wenyewe tu hapa bure. You know, the thing though is that you have a natural talent for holding that jembe. There's a way you swing it. I was making fun of you earlier on and saying, unaona hivyo. Hiyo ni ile yenye unaswingingi kama umelipwa.
Oh my gosh, you have a video.
Umelipwa kuchimba kaburi.
Oh no.
You're supposed to finish in 30 minutes, man.
But you know what? I feel like people have such they've put public figures in such a way that we are only in interviews, we are just doing hair and makeup, all this glam, but there's so much more. There's so much more. At least there's so much more to me. There's this I do in shags, nakamwanga ng'ombe.
Uja ukamwa ng'ombe? Serious?
Hata kuna video wangetafuta ingekuwa poa, but anyways, there's
so
so much that
producer yetu kuna research. Dennis Okari hapo alimiss tu kidogo.
And I feel like it's very important for me to show that side, because people have such a view of public figures, and I personally don't want people to have the view of me that I'm inhuman, that I don't talk to people, that I don't do normal things, that I don't have to do Sunday chores all the time. I do everything, and people just need to know that, because that's how we develop a connection with my audience, and for me that's very important.
Do your parents punish you?
Okay, I don't do wrong.
They're about to punish you, then you pull a celeb stunt.
No.
Kuna ile
hakuna
look.
Kitu kama hiyo, hakuna kitu kama hiyo. Yeah, like, okay, I'm not a
Tell
bad
us.
child.
That was about to happen.
I'm not a bad child.
Yes,
So
all of us, we mess up.
Yeah, when I was a kid, well, I was just the worst
No.
kid, honestly.
Not when I was a kid. When I was a little kid.
Okay.
Yes, I am still a kid.
I'm still a
yes,
kid.
but a few years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, I did my things when I was a teenager, crazy things. But I think I'm a good kid. I'm not a bad kid.
How do you write your music? How do you sit down and because the thing for me that I'm trying to understand, especially with your voice and where you get your emotions from, very Adele-like, very Whitney Houston-like, and not to compare you at all. I hate comparisons. Yeah. It's just the big voice and the emotions.
Yeah, that I put through it.
A lot of people have to go through a lot of heartbreak, you know, a lot of...
To do that.
Exactly, a lot of, you know, probably come from a really depressed background. Where'd you get this, the word is soul. Where'd you get this soul? It's like you've been in this world before.
Yeah.
You remind me of like, I don't know, I'm not trying to act like I've been in this world before, but it's like you've lived this world before and you're now manifesting with your big soul. Where does that come from?
I mean, it comes from watching people's experiences. Honestly, it comes from everywhere. It comes from movies, from seeing experiences. Sometimes it comes out of literally nowhere. Like in my song Tragedy, there's a part where I'm like, when the vows start to fade and the hearts turn to blades, I see it every day, your love's turn to hate. And when I'm singing that part, it's like it looks like I'm feeling what I'm singing, but it's kind of like I'm feeling it through somebody else and giving people that experience. And I think that's how you make people relate well to your music. And so I just feed off what I see. Yeah, honestly. But sometimes it's my experience, but I haven't released anything yet that's actually my experience, but I can't wait to do that. I've only removed 2 songs, so God knows it could be Adele today, but tomorrow it could be Chaka Khan, tomorrow it could be Lucky Dube, who knows.
So those are some of your, you know...
Yeah, people I look up to. I look to Adele, Kina Rihanna, Kina Beyonce, I look up to Emikos Gay. Like, I have so many different inspirations, you have no idea. And I think me broadening my inspirations it makes it much easier for me to be creative with my works.
So do you consider yourself a gospel artist, an inspirational artist? How would you say Nikita Kering and then you finish the sentence?
I don't like that. I don't like that because I have so much in me. Yeah, I do have the Christian side of me that I believe in, and I mean I love God and all that, but there's so much more I have to tell. There's so many stories I want to tell, and I want to reach out through everybody, whether you're Christian, whether you're this, whether you're that. I honestly don't care. I'm just trying to be a musician who loves music and releases what I believe in. Yeah. And I'm not going to let anybody box me, you know? I just want to do everything.
And speaking of being boxed in, you definitely also have a very, you know, bold conviction in terms of what you believe in and how you and what you sing about. Yeah, yeah. And that's also the same thing that is happening with the older generation and the gengeton music. Yeah. So I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you think about gengeton and some of the lyrics that we cannot even talk about on air?
First of all, gengeton has been boxed now to be this bad thing, this vulgar thing. There's so much more to gengeton. I think people have it's because they've just known this is gengeton, so everyone's just calling it that. But if you're talking about the kind of gengeton I'm thinking, I think it goes so much further than just the vulgarism behind it. It goes to respect for women and respect for, you know, there's oh, I love how you walk, but then there's also, oh, I love how you something I can't say.
Yeah.
So there's so much that goes, and there's a boundary between, am I respecting this woman or am I just talking trash, you know?
Yeah.
And that line is where people are they're letting it fade away. And for me, it goes so much deeper than just the vulgar that goes to it. There's some certain way that women are being objectified in this industry that I honestly can't stand. So
they say chivalry is dead.
Yeah.
What do you tell the girls who are in those music videos? Obviously, they're watching you. The truth is, most of them would like to be like you because they're like, you're a superstar.
Yeah.
So, you know, that girl standing in Lagos, in Abuja, you know, and the whole world and the whole of Africa is watching her at that moment. Because Afrimma is a big moment.
Yeah.
When they're in these music videos, they're hoping that one day they can be able to, you know, be on a platform like that.
Yeah.
What do you tell these young girls who are in these music videos by these Kingeton artists?
I think they just need to sit down and ask themselves, am I respecting myself? Am I respecting my body? And when I leave that set, what else am I being remembered for, if not just what I'm doing there? Am I adding value? Am I respecting myself? Am I truly loving my body, or am I treating it as something, yeah, not as a temple? And so, yeah, I don't think there's anything I can point at and say, because things like this, it doesn't require someone to tell you. It requires you to come to self-realization. That way, it's coming from the heart and it's true. Yeah.
Nikita,
Yeah.
are you really a teenager? How deep can you be? Like, Manze, you're so deep. I'm like, this girl, there is no way. But obviously, your parents obviously have played a huge role in how you see the world.
I get it from my dad. My dad is so deep in, like, you could be talking about food, but it becomes some whole other story. So I think I get it from him.
Is your dad here with you here today?
No, he's not. But my mom is here.
Sasa mama yako akiwa huku leo, mtu anasemanga I get it from my mom. Mtu anasemanga I get it from my dad. Sasa zile unajua daddy wako hayuko hapa.
You know, my mom knows what I've gotten from her, and I think she's content with that. But I think that specific trait I got from my dad. Yeah.
So now I'm gonna give you a challenge. We have something called street karaoke. Street karaoke. Street karaoke. And we always challenge people to sing certain things.
Okay.
So I'm gonna challenge you because your mom is here. Who else is here with your mom?
We have my cousin, Chebs, Masiwendi. We have my brother, Cody, and then we have I don't even know what to call her, an aunt, or my family friend. She's just amazing. A mentor, exactly, Mili Chebi. Yeah.
So now you need to pick one of your songs, and you have to include the 4 of them, right? You have to include the 4 of them in the lyrics as you sing.
Of their song? That's gonna be so.
Now ujue kufika nyumbani is based on this what you're singing. Unaweza tu hapa nation.
What? Okay. Should I look at them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ndio wajue where this love is.
This is so bad.
And you smile more for your mom. You know your mom is already thinking, mimi nimekuja hapa alafu una mention mzee.
Mama, sing this song because of you, because you brought Cody and Chebs into this world. Chebby, I thank you so much for the love that you have given me. Cannot appreciate it enough. Just listen to my heart say that your smile's got the best of me. And so I'm singing you this melody. And even if this life ends now, I know that I am happy with you.
Wait. Everybody in the studio! Yani Baka, we just had a live audience here. Your mom is crying. I don't want to show you guys. Mom is crying. Your auntie is crying. Your cousin brother is crying. unafanya wanaume wa nyuma ya kamera wanalia. Anyway, are you involved in any charity project?
Of course,
giving back?
I am definitely involved.
And how can we support?
Definitely, I am involved in a Machakos project with Mithanga School. We help giving library books. We help rebuilding the school, and I constantly keep just giving back to them in ways, I don't know, just to the school is struggling a lot, and so that was just our way to give thanks. But also I've done tours in other schools we have Machakos, we have some schools in South B, and I think I'll just put, there's so much, I'll just put the list down on my social media, and everybody can go to my Instagram to check. But you can also see on my highlights on my Instagram. Yeah.
And speaking of school, so what plans should we expect from you? Are you still in Brookside? I'm already
at Brookside, Brook House.
The Brook House. Hey, sorry. Sorry, I understand. It's like if someone said I was in Nairobi school and I was in Upper Hill.
Yeah.
Just wait, hold up. You need to get it right. So, Habaria Brook House. Are you still in Brook House?
Yeah, I'm still in Brook House. I'm about to finish my diploma, and I'm doing a diploma in music. But after that, I hope to take maybe a bit of time for myself, and for my
travel
music.
the world.
For my music, travel the world. We'll see, but I want
that
to just,
YouTube money comes through.
Travel
the
you
world.
know what I mean. So, yeah, I think I just want to take a bit of time to give time to my music, because I've been balancing, and it's been a lot of weight on me, and so I'll take time for that, and then I hopefully will end up in Berklee School of Music in Boston.
Album? Are you planning on working on an album?
Oh, by the way, I'm hoping to release an EP beginning of next year, around early 2020, this coming year. And I hope, I'm just hoping to get some good feedback, because I'm trying out some new stuff. I'm kidogo bored of guys just being Adele. I want people to be like Nikita, because there's this and there's this and there's this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't wait to show people what I have, because I have.
But I think you're setting a precedent where young people are gonna be, when they sing like you, they're gonna be, they're gonna be told, you sound like Nikita. You get? So
yeah, I hope so. I pray.
Yeah.
I pray that happens. Yeah.
What keeps you going every single day? What makes you wake up and say, oh God, diploma, school, life, my friends are missing me? What makes you wake up every day and be like, you know what, this has to be done? Even with the comparisons, even with the school, even with the hard work, with the travel, what makes you wake, what motivates you every single day to do and be you?
It's the passion. It's a passion. It's a love for music. I think if I was to choose one thing to stay with, it would be my music, because there's no hour in a day that goes without me humming a tune or writing some music in my head. So for me, it's just the passion for what I have. But for school, it's my parents, because they're paying school fees.
Yeah.
Of course. But of course, all of that just comes down to my music and me seeing my future, and just being an example to other teenagers that you can dream and you can get to those heights,
Cool.
Yeah.
So I want you to look into this camera, and I want you to say goodbye to your fans.
Yeah.
And we're always going to support you right here on The Trend.
Thank you so much.
Every
Thank you
single
for
time you have
having
a
me.
jam, Nini, come through.
Kabisa.
We will support you, and we
Thank
will
you.
continue to shine your light,
Thank
because we
you.
think you're an amazing talent. And you see us, we're gentlemen. We had to ladies first. Ukwa kwanza, but pia superstars first. So I want you to look to the camera and say what's up to your fans, people who voted for you, people who show and love and support you, and just, inspire them.
I just want to say thank you so much to all my fans, people who started with me since I started this thing when I was 9 years old, people who have done nothing but support me. I thank you guys so much. I thank you, all the people who voted first for the PMVA Awards. I want to thank Empower for helping me create this tragedy song. I want to thank Afrimma, the committee, for choosing me and nominating me for this award. And thank you so much to everybody who voted. Thank you so much for everyone who's still moving forward with me. I really appreciate it. I have so much more coming for you guys. This is only like the beginning, so I can't wait to see where we get.
We're definitely proud of you.
Thank you.
Asante sana. That is Nikita Kering. You guys ring the alarm. Because she's not stopping anytime soon. Up next, I went to the streets and just find out what happened at street karaoke. By the way, a big shout out to people of Ngara. I was told if I don't do this, I'll be in trouble. Big shout out to 1448 Manajijua. This is what went down in Ngara.